Hi. When we asked for your input into reasons to recover, several people mentioned sport and exercise. So some people said that they had once really enjoyed physical activity, fitness and sport participation, and that they wanted to be able to return to that with a body that was much more stronger and capable. Others said that they'd never really embraced it, but really wanted to be able to, and yet were mindful that perhaps it wasn't the right route while they're in recovery. So varying schools of thought on how much physical activity should be acceptable within recovery. I think most people would say that while you're in that journey of trying to restore your body and fully satisfy the need for nutritional rehabilitation, I think in most cases it's sensible to say that exercise should be on hold altogether or considerably tapered back to the point that you can be really confident that the body is much, much stronger by the time it then wants to increase physical output. I say that because until nutritional rehabilitation has happened and your brain has started to do the rewiring it needs to do, you're still going to be really challenged around what is an appropriate level of physical activity. So until you can achieve that, until you can know what is a rightful amount compared with the level of calories that you are putting in the body and the amount of rest you're giving that body and the amount of approach and emphasis you are putting on physical day-to-day recovery, it's safer just to not partake until that body is healing and repairing itself. It's a difficult area because, again, many people have come from a background where perhaps they have fallen into an eating disorder, perhaps as part of the what we coin as the female athlete triad, where somebody may step into the world of sport and physical fitness with all great intent and be initially doing so in a very healthy context, but after a time perhaps excess training fills in and changes in bodily thoughts around image and participation, and before too long it's increased, and that's taking a sort of toll on the body. Perhaps menstruation stops, mood is impaired, and the body is continuing to output a level well beyond what it should be for the amount that it's taking in. So for many people, sport and fitness has been part of their life prior to eating disorders setting in. So giving that up for a period of your recovery is going to be undoubtedly a real challenge. And hand on heart, I would say yes, I find it really difficult not to do some form of physical exercise, not least because, as we know, that it's so much about physical activity. The good side of it is it's labelled as being something that's great for endorphins and happy hormones. But you have to balance that off. There is a trade-off while you're going through recovery. And that means that actually nutritional rehabilitation and consuming enough calories to restore your body has to be the priority. The exercise option will always be there. That sport, that fitness, that passion that you really want to be back into, it will be there. You will be able to pick that up. But you know what? You'll be able to pick it up from a healthier place when your body is more robust, more resilient, and you have the stamina, rather than going and committing yourself to that torturous run only to find, your muscles are cramping, your bones are weakening, and it takes you that much longer to recover. Any athlete will tell you that recovery is part of a process. So whatever level of training they're doing, they'll build in recovery. Well, right now, while you get through your eating disorder, recovery is the bit that you need to be focusing on. Give yourself some time, give yourself the opportunity to fully heal so that you can be the level of sportsman or sportswoman that you want to be that, amateur or professional. Put the priority into your restoration before you commit fully to sport and exercise. Hope that helps.